Awakening was trying to put the game on his shoulders. He's quickly taken down. 1v1 here.
I can't even imagine the nerves just coursing through their veins right now.
That's it.
Melee kill on Pilar. He can just run straight towards the bomb.
Mohawk is going to be left all by himself. Two players going in. The trade should come in almost instantaneously, but no, he's going to stay alive. Snip shot goes in. Oh my goodness, Mohawk finds the kill.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the KontrolFreek 2v2 S&D Showdown powered by Beyond. My name is Frank, and I'm with Jared again today. Jared, how's it going, man?
Doing great as always. We're now on the final event of this qualifying stage, and I'm excited who's going to claim that last spot as we look forward to the grand final of the Showdown.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the fourth and final qualifier that we're hosting with this KontrolFreek S&D Showdown. But let's break down the tournament format real quick for anyone new just joining in and see what these competitors are playing for. So like we mentioned, this is the final week where teams of 2 from Black Ops 4 will be competing in a qualifying tournament for that 5K grand final. For each qualifier, however, there is $1,250 on the line. And then as well as, like we mentioned, that 5K tournament, which is going to be held in August. So in total, pretty cool, like $10,000 up for grabs throughout this series. So first is going to be taking home $1,000 today, and second place taking home $250. Now, one thing to keep in mind also is that this is a single elimination bracket. So very deadly. If you lose one series, you're out. But each series is a best of 3. So teams will have a little bit of room to adapt to their opponent's strategies and play styles. But let's take a quick look at our current bracket. So Jared, you want to break down this bracket real quick for us?
Yeah, this first match is pretty important. This Speed Demon squad, they have already qualified. So Sup Nerds, they're fighting for a spot right now. And then on the other side of the bracket, they haven't caught up quite yet to the semifinal, so we're going to see the results of that after this match. But we're jumping right into frequency. But yeah, looking at the match here, I mentioned before, Speed Demons have already qualified, so they're playing for the money. But even if Sup Nerds make it, they're going to have to compete with Speed Demons again at some point.
Yeah, and something interesting, too, that we might even go into next series. But, you know, people who've been following this series and kind of watching throughout the weeks would know that Speed Demons has been very powerful. But they're sort of number 1 and 2 contenders have been that New Religion squad. On the other side of the bracket, it was OK guys who are actually able to knock out New Religion a little bit early on. So that bottom half of the bracket, we might be seeing some totally fresh teams and some new names, which is always exciting. I'm actually going to go on board with Valence here because Capsidal does have that bomb and is on that B bomb site. Capsidal, though, is going to get caught out, but Valence is in a great position. Can he get 2?
Wow.
No, Mohawk taking 2 there, takes down Capsidal and Valence to take that round.
Mohawk, just great awareness there, checking his corners. They were able to kill the planter before that bomb went down, so this is good timing out of him. And yeah, checks his corner and just somehow knew Valence was there and got that kill. So yeah, in Call of Duty, that awareness is so important.
Yeah, for sure. And that was a great setup by Valence, too. And again, if you watched last week, he was playing under the name King Kuiper, but maybe didn't see as much success with it. So switch back to the Valence we know and love here. I'm actually on board with Capsidal off the start because he does have that Paladin out. We'll see if he opts to switch it. He does get a sight line onto Mohawk, though, but does switch out to that SOG, but not in time. Nerdy is going to be flanking around, takes him out. So now it's up to Valence again to see if he can make a play here. I believe the bomb is going down from Mohawk at B. So now on the defensive, they're going to be able to set up and see if Valence can make a play.
Yeah, so Valence is in a tough position here. Capsidal, he was trying to go for that pick with the Paladin, but as he was trying to switch back to his, I think that was his Maddox class. He was taken down by the aggressor. I'm not sure if that other player spotted him out with the sniper and told him push, push, push. But here we go. Valens answering back with a kill of his own. So now we're down to a 1v1, and he doesn't have a lot of time for this defuse. Can he get the right angle?
Yeah, something to keep in mind here, though, is that Nerdy does have that SOG, so he wants to push up and get the challenge. Good duck by Valens. Is he going to be able to get the defuse?
Oh, my God,
he got the defuse!
Wow.
Valens, the king of clutch, does it again.
It's just insane how many times that we've seen Valens somehow pull out these 2v1 wins. And it was just great timing out of him to get this kill and immediately run to the bomb. Yeah. And by doing that, there's just that slight hesitation by that surviving member of the opposing team. So he wasn't looking to, pick a fight immediately in that situation, and that was just enough time for Valens to get that defuse.
Rounds at 1-1 now, and Bomb is actually staying back in the base here for the Speed Demons. So kind of cycling through the players. We'll see who we end up on here. I'm going to jump on board with Valens around as he goes through this turbine. Does spot one player, is going to be able to take down Nerdy with that SOG. So now you'll see Capsidle. He goes back and gets that bomb. So Mohawk probably thinks this is an aggressive A push coming out of the Speed Demons, but a little bit of trickery on their part.
Yeah.
Capsidle try to feel each other out.
Capsidle is just keeping an eye on the flank when he went to grab the bomb, just making sure nobody's coming in from the B side. They currently have no idea where Mohawk is at, but it's a great turnaround for the Speed Demon squad. A simple mistake like not picking up the bomb can prove costly, but they're able to turn it around. Mohawk right around the corner, and Valens gets the kill.
Nice stuff out of Valens. Yeah, Speed Demons still looking like a strong team, able to turn this around, unshaken by what Mohawk and Nerdy are throwing at him. And here we see Valens again, just constantly in the best plays. And if you've been watching, that's probably no surprise for you guys at home.
Yeah, and on a map like this, we talk about how the central point is so important, where you can immediately respond to A or B, given whatever situation. So by not picking up the bomb, you're kind of forcing our team to, we now have to play deathmatch. We can't play for the objective here. So that was just a really tough position for Speed Demons to be in. But Capsidle pulling out the ICR, haven't seen that in a while, and able to get a pick on Nerdy across the map.
Great stuff out of Capsidle, kind of that backbone of the team, as we've said before, and now it's him and Valens getting very aggressive. Easy pinch onto Mohawk, another round win. That's going to be 3 in a row now for the Speed Demons, and this is the typical play we see out of them. Very aggressive, their absolute MO.
I just absolutely love. And that was a wall bang. I didn't even notice that the first time around. But the great thing about this play, as we'll see it in the kill feed, this is something that communication can't cover. Notice how Valens is really aggressive, going right in, and then Capsule starts to backpedal a little bit. He's staying back. And so even if one of the players dies in that situation, the other player is... we were talking about before, if you double stack through a doorway, it's really easy for both players to just die, like through the collateral damage, possible friendly fire, something like that.
Right.
And so just by them having that little bit of separation where they're pinching their opponent, it's just an easy kill in that situation. But before I can even finish my thought there, we're already seeing some kills on the board. Speed Demons once again just getting a really clean breakout, and once again in this 2-on-1 advantage.
Yeah, Capsidle again with that excellent open up with the ICR, allows Valens to work, and then Nerdy just stuck in a tough position. But it was the spacing out of Capsidle and Valens that really opened up that play. They had the plant or they had the kill. They kind of eliminated all other variables that could have been thrown their way from Sup Nerds, and just a textbook play there, securing another round. So 4 in a row. This momentum looking heavily in their favor.
Yeah, and just... I want to jump on board with Mohawk for this to see how he plays this round out. They're down by quite a bit here, but the one thing I'm really impressed with this Speed Demon squad is the first qualifier that they won. It was kind of your usual style of play where this guy, I'm a SOG player, my teammate's an AR, and they kind of stuck with it. But I've noticed over the weeks they're really trying to master every single scenario. So we're seeing Capsidle pull out the ICR. We're occasionally seeing a sniper rifle, a Maddox. They're switching it up and just trying to have as many possible strategies as possible, against their opponent for any situation.
Right. And okay, let's keep in mind now, this is match point for Speed Demons. They just need one more round on this map, and they're already going up against Sup Nerds in a dominant fashion. I'm going to stay on board with Capsidal off of this break, just because he's been doing so well getting the first picks and getting that man advantage for Speed Demons. So we've seen this time and time again. Here's the ICR coming out, and it's going to be Sup Nerds playing right into it yet again.
Wow.
Balance on that flank, gets the kill on Mohawk. It's now a 2v1. Nerdy needs something big here, does get Valence down, is weak, and is going to back off. Capsidal with the heads-up play, though, picks up that SOG, gets aggressive, and they're both on the hunt for each other now.
Yeah, in this situation, I would expect Nerdy to slow it down, possibly wait for that bomb to go down so you can kind of eliminate where his opponent could possibly be. Going for the SOG across the map.
Big challenge!
You don't see that very often, and a SOG against an ICR at that range. It was close, but that ICR was able to shoot through the wall and clean him up.
Yeah, but when, Nerdy in that situation, what else can you really do? The map count is 5-1. It's match point. You can, back off, or you can just decide, hey, we're going to move on to Gridlock and recollect and see if we can make something happen there. But Speed Demons, that dominant fashion, that aggression, but huge plays out of Capsidal. I think, during the first ever week of these KontrolFreek showdowns, we mentioned how Valence was kind of the explosive player or the playmaker. Well, Capsidal came to play during week 4, and he's definitely showing off a little bit with just some solid ICR play today.
Yeah, and the one thing I just realized while we're looking at the stats, the Sup Nerd squad, they won the first round and then lost 6 in a row.
Yeah.
So they had a really good round in that first round, and it was a huge surprise to me, like how clean that was. And then just fell apart. So hopefully they can start strong yet again going into Gridlock and see if they can keep it up and force that game 3.
Yeah, and they're not going to just need to start strong. They need to finish strong too.
Of course.
But I think that ICR might have caught Mohawk and Nerdy off a little bit, because I think during the final, I want to say 4 rounds, Capsidal hit the same sight line every time, and Mohawk and Nerdy ran into it every time. So I don't know if it was like a pride or an ego thing, but yeah, if it keeps working, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's exactly what the Speed Demons did there.
So we are now loading up into Gridlock, one of my favorite maps in Black Ops 4. This is another example of this map has so many different strategies on it. With other maps, it's kind of, we're primarily going to attack A over and over again because it always works. But in the last few weeks, we're seeing these teams hit both A and B, sometimes playing super aggressive, sometimes playing really slow. And it's just being able to adapt to your opponent on the fly to maintain your momentum. And as we go into this first round, we're seeing, it looks like an A push from this blue squad.
I'm going to hop on board with Nerdy just because I want to give them a little bit of love. And I think he's a new face, someone we haven't seen much in these KontrolFreek tournaments here. But Capsidal with the quick Maddox kill onto Mohawk there. So on board with Nerdy now. There's a potential for a flank around this bomb site. We've seen some big plays here before. Spots Capsidal, is able to take him down. Can he get the shot on the Valence? He does!
Wonderful double out of, this is what we're talking about. They got to start strong, and you just got to keep this up. That's an incredible play, especially being in that 2-on-1 situation. As soon as we jumped on board with Nerdy, we saw Mohawk try to double back to regroup with his team, but he was shot in the back and taken down. Nerdy had to go clutch, and he absolutely did it right there.
Great stuff out of Nerdy, proving that he came to play. Maybe that FiOS connection working in his favor there too. Not sure. But plays like that are not easy to make. So got to give him up for that one. He's 2-0, sitting nice after that first round. I'm on board with Capsidal here to start. Not sure if he spotted who I believe is Mohawk there across the map, but this is kind of typical of the Speed Demons play. Nerdy again, though, with the Maddox. I'm going right on board with him. Let's see if he can get 4 kills this round. Valence left alone for Speed Demons. Of course, we've seen him clutch up before. It is going to be the red team rotating around towards B, but we could see a duel in the middle as Valence gets sights on target. All right, so Nerdy going to be taking some damage there, getting shot. Does spot Valence. Valence going to be taking down Nerdy. Mohawk, of course, does get this bomb plant onto A. So Valence is going to be trying to wrap around and take him down here as well. Right. So Mohawk setting up, getting in position. Might see the exchange here. Does spot him, goes to reposition, tries to get behind cover, but it's going to be Valence with that SOG taking him down.
The SOG is just so strong at that close range, and going up against a Maddox, like I saw what he was going for. He was trying to back up into the showers and try to maintain as much distance as possible. And yeah, that's just one of those difficult things where when your teammate's not alive and you're not getting as much intel on your opponent, when you're in that 1v1, anything can happen. So typically you would want to have that bomb down and have the Maddox player far away where he can see the bomb and be in a safe position. But when you're in the showers, when you're in that dojo area, it's very difficult to have a safe sight line on that bomb.
So far we've seen an exact mirror of what happened on Frequency. Sup Nerds coming out strong, but Speed Demons answering back. Maybe Sup Nerds have gathered enough intel, though, now that they're able to adjust to what Speed Demons is throwing at them. But throughout these weeks, we have seen Speed Demons just look so strong on Gridlock. It's tough for any team to make plays against them. Of course, Speed Demons does seem to favor that A bomb site. As I'm on board with Capsidal now, gets weak, is able to back down and heal up. Mohawk doesn't want any of that business. He wants help from Nerdy, but Nerdy is, of course, across map at B and is in contention with Valence. So bit of a split push here. Valence, though, going to be wrapping around towards that A bomb site. Capsidal saying, listen, I got this one locked down. They're afraid of me right now. But Valence goes down on that bomb site, and Nerdy follows up on Capsidal's life out of Sup Nerds in round 3.
And it looked like the blue team had control of the dojo side of the map, and then just once one player went down, it fell apart very fast. So watching Mohawk here, nice SOG play. We talked about that recent patch. The SMGs and pistols are now hit scanned, so it's just going to be a little bit stronger at that range where it's more reliable. It's the same damage as before, but so here we are. Here we go. And yeah, right? The consistency is key with those kinds of weapons. You're still going to have that damage drop off across the map. But here we go. So on board with Capsidal. He just went from Maddox and quickly switched to the SOG here. I wonder what his thought process is. Currently 1-3, but I feel like he's the guy that can possibly make a play here. Takes down one.
Nice play. Initially on a Capsidal. Easy 2 for him as he gets the 2-piece. Nerdy sitting down in that dojo. Tied up again at 2-2.
Yeah, it was just a fantastic play, because if he had that Maddox, I think it was going to be a little bit more difficult. Spotted the one, just instantly snaps onto the torso, and then sees the other one around the corner. And I like what he did there. When his opponent was going for those initial shots, he just briefly went behind cover, aimed down sights, and then came out. And I'm sure you know, with those kinds of weapons, especially in Call of Duty, you die so fast. So just being able to take cover momentarily, get your shot ready, and then come out, it's just going to make it a little bit easier for you, and every single moment in this game is going to be crucial. So now we are tied at 2-2.
Yeah, absolutely. In the crucial clutch plays, Speed Demons absolutely do it the best out of all the teams that we've seen going forward here. I'm still on board with Capsidal, but that was so quick. I should have been on board with Valence as he makes an explosive 2-piece to take the lead.
And I'm not even surprised that he got another 2-piece. It's just,
yeah, we're bored of it by now.
Yeah, it's in his nature to just do this all the time. And I see, it was just, we were talking about when you double stack in close quarters in a doorway or whatever, there's that chance of friendly fire, there's that chance of collateral damage. And
right.
So while he was spraying through that doorway, he was hitting both targets, and just you can't do that in that situation. Team shots are important in Call of Duty, but you don't want to do it like that.
Right. All right, so let's see. Looks like Sup Nerds adjusting their strategies a little bit. Going to be pushing straight up the middle. Mohawk in tow with the bomb. Capsidal's going to be wrapping around towards opposite spawn, but Valence again. Easy kill. Mohawk going down. Now up to Nerdy to make something happen. Does take down Valence with that Maddox. So now we're going to see Capsidal and Nerdy square off here. Capsidal perfectly ready. Easy kill with that SOG, taking him down.
Did a good job closing that out. I'm not sure if Valence spotted the bomb on the ground next to that body, but he immediately rushed out and tried to get the kill, because you can see Nerdy in the kill cam was able to take him down before he could jump up to the window. But that round could have been completely different if we saw the blue team just kind of immediately stop and set up on that bomb and make sure that nobody would touch it to begin with. But still, Capsidal going clutch and winning that round for the team, and they have a pretty significant lead here.
Yep, I'm on board with Valens. He's got the bomb right now, but yeah, Speed Demons have been rallying back. A little bit of life out of Sup Nerds, but they're going to need more than that to put up with the Speed Demons or keep up with them. Looks like Sup Nerds are split between that A and B site. Of course, Capsidal and Valens frequently favoring A. Bomb is going to go down here uncontested for the Speed Demons. Sup Nerds know the location, but can they handle the defense being played by Speed Demons right now? Looks like pushing through again. Valens on the wraparound. I believe Nerdy did spot Capsidal, but Valens there with the bait, and that's an easy 2. Capsidal and Valens taking another round.
Man, it's just every round they're doing things slightly different, but it's always perfect. Capsidal going in for that flank at the perfect time here. Look at that. This player's just no idea that he's around the corner. So this is just, once again, I think it's another example of, this isn't Speed Demons communicating like, hey, you need to flank, you need to push. It's just having that map awareness and knowing what to do for your team to get that win. And Capsidal is just an incredible player.
Yeah, for sure. I'm on board with Nerdy now. He's at 5-5, struggling against Speed Demons, but then again, who doesn't? Looks like a push going to happen at A again. Capsidal taking down Mohawk very easily. Nerdy, though, able to turn that one around and get the trade. Valens on the reload, gets weak. Can he survive and can he turn this around? Nerdy
don't do it.
Shots now. Oh my god, Valens' movement is insane. This guy is going so fast.
Oh my. Wow.
I cannot believe that.
His movement. That his whole mentality there is, I want to get to the grand finals right now. I want that cash. And he was playing so aggressive. He could have slowed it down, and he could have taken a chance where, oh yeah, if I die, it's fine. We'll go into the next round and get the win later. But he wanted that round 6 victory right there.
I mean, round count was 6-1, and then 6-2. I think Speed Demons must have like a dinner reservation somewhere, because they're trying to get through this one quick. That is insane. I mean, I thought I had seen everything out of Valens. I have never seen anything like that. I mean, he had no reason to win that 1v1. He was weak. I mean, Nerdy was able to just line up sights on him and get him down to like below half health, and Valens was not content with losing that round. I mean, if Speed Demons keep playing like that, yeah, they're going to run through any other team that ends up in the grand final today.
Yeah, and
of course, we have to talk about other side of the bracket, though, because we mentioned that earlier on, that our previous week's champions, New Religion, was taken down by OK Guys, which is a team consisting of Crix and Sin. So we might have a potential new matchup in that grand finals, but we're going to have to see.
Yeah, so we're getting the results from the other side right now, getting all of that situated. But yeah, touching on Speed Demons again, we from the very beginning we were talking about Speed Demons is a very deadly squad, and these other teams, they have to get ready and prepare for this team. And it's just every single week so far, Speed Demons has just been crushing the competition.
Yeah, I think the only time was when New Religion was able to take them down. And of course, that was when Zealot came out of nowhere and was just firing on all cylinders, going nuts. I don't think anyone was ready for that, but that's the only time we've seen Speed Demons falter. So yeah, setting up for these next semifinals. Man, I don't know. They have their work cut out for them. We're going to have to see what they can show us going forward. But guys, also, if you're in stream right now, check. There should be a link floating around chat that's actually going to save you 10% on all KontrolFreek products. I'm not going to promise that you'll play like Valens if you get them, but it'll get you close. So before we head into this next semifinal, we're going to take a quick break. So guys, stay tuned, and we'll be back with that action. Welcome to the KontrolFreek S&D Showdown Ascender of the Tournament, powered by Beyond. Team New Religion, a pair of fresh faces with emerging talent, had an incredible run in our 2v2 tournament last weekend. After a shaky start in our semifinals, T-Killer and S-Clamp made several clutch plays to eliminate every competitor in their path and ultimately collided with our prior champions, Speed Demons. After 3 back-and-forth matches, New Religion fell to Speed Demons, but they still earned their ticket to our Showdown finals in August, where they may just get their redemption run against Valence and Capsidal. However, New Religion, having 2 round 11 victories under their belts, solidified their place as the ascenders of the tournament.
So now a 2-on-1 in the red team's favor. Enzirk and Instinct need to take this one, but S-Clamp has to make a big play. He gets that first kill on Instinct. He's able to back down and heal up. Enzirk versus S-Clamp now.
Oh,
S-Clamp
my God.
clutches up.
We're meeting head on at B. This is going to be a huge fight.
I'm on board with Valence. He pushes in. S-Clamp takes down Valence. It's going on Capsidal, and that's going to be it.
Be sure to follow Team Beyond Net on social media to stay up to date with the latest news and announcements, and register for free to compete in the KontrolFreek Search and Destroy Showdown. All right, guys, what's up? We're back with the KontrolFreek 2v2 S&D Showdown. We're just waiting on the bottom half of the bracket currently to fill up. Typically some of these matches take X amount of time, right? You can kind of estimate, 6-round S&D. This is about how long it's going to take. Well, not everyone prepares for the fact that speed demons are going to 6-1 and then 6-2 rounds in a best of 3 and take all of the blink of an eye to complete. So, give us a little bit of time. We're just setting up this lower half and we'll get things started. But man, I just want to highlight something too that happened in that first series that we've seen. And it's something that goes back all the way to week 1's tournament. Speed Demons came out and I think impressed us so incredibly but we really highlighted Valens. Valens was definitely the standout player. He was clutching 2v1s. You saw some of the insane stuff that he was able to do last semifinals. But Capsidal today. Capsidal just, I mean, not that he's ever played bad, right? Not that he's ever been getting carried, but the way he was able to play ICR on frequency and be so dominant with it, I just love that there's, some spotlights we can shine on him too, without just saying that he's been consistent, he's the backbone, this and that. He's making a name for himself now too. And I think that was something that was just super, super cool to see.
Yeah, and the one thing to highlight about Speed Demons, once again, is even though they're definitely the top dogs right now in the 2v2 showdown, they're still aiming to prepare for that grand final by changing up the strategies. They're not content with where they're at right now. And we always talk about, here at Beyond, we have that path to pro. And so, yeah, these guys are not only looking at this tournament with KontrolFreek and the Showdown, but they're looking beyond that. And they're trying to get better and better, looking into Modern Warfare, possibly, maybe they can make an impact there with those tournaments as well.
All right, so we just got an update from some of our organizers, and this is a bit of a shakeup.
Uh-oh.
This is something new, something that has not happened before, unprecedented, if you will. The semifinals that we were going to set up between OOK guys and Lemon Gang, OOK guys can't make it. Ooh. I don't know what happened. I don't know if something happened, whether it was a technical issue or some sort of conflict, but they're unable to participate in the semifinal. And we had talked them up because they were able to take down New Religion. So that would have been something that was really exciting to see. But yeah, this is exciting as well because we have Lemon Gang, which features some familiar faces. If you've watched our previous Call of Duty tournaments, Mutex playing with Yeezy is going to be moving on now to that grand final. So we're moving as if, you know what it is? And I just figured this out. They just wanted a semifinal to happen faster than the Speed Demons semifinal so that they could say the Speed Demons weren't the fastest. I think
I think they just broke a world record. It's very unfortunate though that they weren't able to make it. Not sure exactly what's going on, but yeah. So I don't know what this means for qualification. Does that mean Lemon Gang automatically?
Yeah. I think they did it.
Wow. Okay. Well, so
impressive stuff out of Lemon Gang.
So the grand final, you can see on your screen now, is not until August 10th. And Mutex, he's had success in the Beyond tournaments in the past. He was one of the most dominant players
for sure
within for the first few months of Black Ops 4. So he's going to have a chance here to go up against Speed Demons. And then looking forward, can he prepare for that grand final?
Right. So I'm going to ask you this. Do you want to take a quick break and get that set up, or do you want to try to get those players in the lobby now?
Yeah, we'll do a quick break, and we have another Ascender of the tournament highlight for you guys to check out. And we'll be right back after this commercial break. Feel free to enjoy this Ascender of the tournament as we get ready for our grand final.
Welcome to the KontrolFreek S&D Showdown Ascender of the tournament, powered by Beyond. New Religion came to play last tournament, taking down the undefeated Speed Demons on their way to the grand finals. But this time, the New Religion duo featured Zealot, a fresh face for the KontrolFreek Showdown. Zealot didn't just destroy his competition, he did it in style. Taking unseen angles, switching between SOG, Paladin, ICR, Maddox, and Mozu on a whim, even jumping off the map just to secure a final kill. Now, keep in mind, while New Religion may have won the last tournament, Zealot was a fill-in for that original roster, so we'll have to see if he can win again in our final qualifying tournament to find his spot in our $5,000 KontrolFreek Grand Final. But It was this big brain play from Zealot to clutch a 2-on-1 and sweep the grand finals that made him our ascender of the tournament.
Oh, he might catch 2 right here. Is in that sneaky spot. We saw Teep Killer get a 2-piece from a simple position. Both of them backing away. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be it.
Zealot!
Be sure to follow Team Beyond Net on social media to stay up to date with the KontrolFreek Search and Destroy Showdown, and tune in to our final qualifier on Saturday, July 27th at mixer.com/teambeyondnet.
We're cranking up the temperature. Brace yourselves. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
All right, guys, so welcome back after that quick little break to the grand finals of the KontrolFreek 2v2 S&D Showdown powered by Beyond. We're on board here with Yeezy to start, but let me break down what this grand final is looking like. We got Speed Demons. You know them, you love them, going up against some familiar faces, but some fresh faces to the Control Freak Showdown. It's Lemon Gang, and that's going to be Yeezy and Mutex. And it's Mutex getting that quick shot melee onto Volans, but Capsidal with the 2-piece going to take that round for the Speed Demons. So, like we were saying, the Speed Demons have come out to an absolutely explosive start in that first semifinal. I mean, they 6-1'd on frequency, they 6-2'd on gridlock, and now they're going up this first round on payload, and it's Capsidal making the big plays now.
Yeah, and one thing to point out is their semifinal match for Speed Demons. I believe Mohawk is a previous Beyond Call of Duty champion, and then we mentioned during or before the commercial break, Mutex, he had a ton of success with Beyond at the beginning of Black Ops 4. So yeah, this Speed Demon squad, they're looking fantastic against some tough competition, but yeah, Mutex hasn't been in the spotlight for a while. I actually want to jump on board with him and see what he can do here.
Yeah, let's check him out. Of course, he's got that Maddox and Mozu combo rocking here. Looking around, and this is the spot where Zealot made the highlight of the century jumping off the map, but he's going to be wrapping around towards this A bomb site. Capsidal's keeping an eye on B, and Volans looks to be camping around A. And that's going to be Volans. Quick kill onto Yeezy. Mutex tries to come around, but nope, you saw it coming. You saw it coming.
I mean, he got a couple shots in. He tried to slide in with that Maddox to get the extra couple shots, possibly a melee, but I feel like Volans, he was expecting that because he went right up to that doorway, was able to get that shot beat down. Just beautiful shot onto the bomb plant, and look at this, just going right in, not afraid to get in Mutex's face.
I was going to say, if you watched any of these previous weeks, you could have predicted that outcome. You could have put money on Volans turning that play around, and you would win every time. I mean, the Lemon Squad absolutely getting squeezed right now by the Speed Demons. It's 2-0 in rounds in the grand finals. And who's going to stop Volans and Capsidal? Because we saw big things out of Volans as he challenges Mutex here, but Capsidal stepped up in that first round too. So it is just, it's crazy what these guys are able to do. Volans, they're going to be taken down. Yeezy wraps back towards the middle of the map. Mutex is caught out at B. Might get the flank on to Volans, but Volans knows everything. Volans knows everything. He's unstoppable.
Yeah, I just don't know how
What
they
do you
can
say?
keep
3 rounds to nothing.
Yeah,
So
off to a
quick.
hot start.
It's so quick. Hot start is an understatement. It is scorching. It is burning up. Speed Demons constantly does this. I mean, moving forward to that grand final of this for the 5K, who's going to put up to Speed Demons? Who? I mean, we've yet to see a squad really consistently be able to top them. And keep in mind, too, we want to bring this up. So we mentioned previously how New Religion was able to take them down, but that was a different New Religion squad. So it wasn't the New Religion that qualified for the grand finals. It featured Zealot. The original New Religion that we're going to see in those grand finals is going to be T-Killer and Clam. So these teams, and granted, they have a couple of weeks to practice. That grand final is August 10th. So they have time to adjust, but Speed Demons look so good. Even with Capsidal being down now, Volans is going to make a play, but Mutex, okay. Little bit of life out of the Lemon Squad. Mutex takes down Volans, gets 1 round on the board, but they need to momentum up if they want to catch up to the Speed Demons here.
Yeah, and this is definitely a great place to start for Mutex and the Lemon Gang to get back into this. Volans, I would say overly aggressive in that play there, but he's been able to get away with it for the last several series, actually last several tournaments. So I feel like that's the only blunder that we have seen since starting this Control Freak Showdown.
Yeah, I'm going to hop on board with, let's see Capsidal here. Let's see what he does as both Volans and Capsidal run to the middle of the map. Do spot Mutex. Going to be a little bit of a late rotation watching that mini-map from Yeezy. So if Speed Demons can collapse onto Mutex and pick up this kill before the flank happens, but that's going to be Mutex. All right, Capsidal gets it there. And oh, nice collapse from Yeezy, getting that shot hit onto Capsidal to close the gap on these rounds.
And I'm liking how quick this Lemon Gang squad is adapting to this. They were very clearly overwhelmed for the first few rounds, but now they're starting to get it together and string some wins together as well and putting that on the board. And so we mentioned before, this could be a preview of this grand final coming up on August 10th. So being able to see Lemon Gang pick it up this quickly, this might prove deadly as we look forward to the upcoming maps and that grand final as well.
Yeah, like we said, I mean, Mutex, no stranger to Beyond Call of Duty tournaments. That's why he's got Daddy in his name. He's a father figure to these kids. So he has that experience, and it's no surprise that they're able to keep pace with the Speed Demons now. Going wide around the outside. Going to be Yeezy hanging mid-map with that bomb, though, as Mutex tries to scout it out. That's going to be Yeezy getting caught out by Valence with that SOG. So they know that not only is the bomb down, but that Mutex has to wrap around and try to make something happen. So Valence and Capsidal now going to reposition around this bomb site. Mutex, of course, checking all of these corners. It'll be interesting to see how this scrap shakes out. And Mutex got to run away. It's a quick collapse coming out of Valence. He gets one, though, but Capsidal with the follow-up. Yeah.
Mutex almost got it there. I like the disciplined play out of him, though, like taking it slow, trying to be calculated, but when you're in a 2-on-1 against Speed Demons, it's going to be a very tall order. And just look at this angle from Capsidal, just immediately reacting to his teammate's death, and was able to get in there and clean up Mutex. And Mutex had no chance at that point, to be honest.
Right, and that's kind of the difference of what we've seen when Valence is able to turn those 2v1s. Valence and Capsidal know to stagger those entrants for the contests so that there's no way they can spray them both down. No one's going to catch an extra bullet. It's like, okay, Valence, go in there, get as much damage as you can. If you get taken down, then I have the follow-up for the kill. I'm on board with Valence. He just got a quick kill on Yeezy. Going to be up to Mutex now to make something happen. He's wrapping around the outside of this A bomb site. But just the aggression, you can almost see it in the way Valence and Capsidal's screens start moving. They start pushing very aggressive and just whipping, checking corners. But if you keep an eye on that minimap, Mutex does have a bit of a flank. Going to be okay. So Valence and Capsidal able to reposition, but if they get caught out with their backs turned, we've saw 2v1s happen like this before. All right, Valence does know Mutex's position now as he gets some shots on him. They wrap back around towards the B bomb site. Valence pushing heavy. It's going to be Capsidal taken down from that Mutex flank. So now in a 1v1, Mutex going towards A, giving Valence the opportunity to get the bomb down at B. So now Valence has an advantage here. He can play towards the clock, but he's going on a little bit of a hunt for Mutex first. He wants those kills. He's out for blood. But this map, Payload is a big map. So if Mutex can hurry and start the defuse, he might have an opportunity here. So we're going to have to see how this plays out.
They went right past each other without realizing it. And Mutex, time is running out. But the one thing I want to point out is between Valence and Mutex, their stats, they're pretty similar here. Mutex is just not going to have time for the defuse. Can he get the kill? Oh, he can't get that either.
Whoa, denying everything.
And yeah, that's the thing. Like, he could have just ran away at that point. There was no way he was going to get the defuse anyway, but he still tried to get the kill and just couldn't get it. So Valence just proving to be one of the very best in 2v2s right now.
He had 6 health there, and he turned that around. That is insane. And just like that, too, I mean, you might be watching this, getting excited, and expect, oh, there's a lot more Call of Duty to be played here. Speed Demons is already on match point. We were just talking about how, the Lemon Squad, they were able to get 2 rounds. Let's see if they can keep this momentum up. Absolutely not. I mean, this is a Speed Demons classic. Just a couple rounds, get their footing, and then they just run away with it. So we'll see if something's able to happen. I mean, it's going to be Capsidal getting both Yeezy and Mutex weak. Valence on the perfect flank. Can he clean up that second kill? Yeezy manages to survive. Capsidal did go down. They both have SOGs here. A bit of a stalemate. One trying to make something happen. Valence gets weak, but it's going to be Yeezy with the melee.
Just shut him down. That was a great reaction. If he wasn't anticipating that up close and personal movement, we saw Yeezy go for that melee. If he didn't time that melee correctly, he would have died there. So fantastic play to keep this run alive on this map.
Yeah, okay, there's a shot here, right? There's some light at the end of the tunnel. The light might be very, 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 very far away, but there is a light there, and the Lemon Squad sees it. Yeah. I'm on board with Valence, though, here. He's going to be picking up the bomb, and I want to see what he can do if he can clutch out map 1 on Payload. Okay, a bit of an engagement. That's going to be Mutex taking the first shots there. Does get away within inches of his life, though, but that clears up the opportunity to Valence to potentially get this bomb down. So that bomb's going to be going down at A. Yeezy way far off on the B bomb site. Capsidle's going to be wrapping around. Might have the opportunity to pinch Yeezy here if he checks the right corner first. But no, nice play from Yeezy, going to be taking down Capsidle. So now it's up to Valence to make something happen here. Keep in mind the bomb is down. So he does have that advantage. He can play for time if he needs to. Spots out Mutex and gets the kill. Going to be Valence versus Yeezy now.
Time is running out.
They're right by each other. Neither one seeing. Valence just needs to catch right above them. They're stacked on top of each other. Does he hear the footsteps? He does.
Man, I was going to say, once they got that initial pick, Mutex and Yeezy, they should have made a play for that bomb immediately. There was 30 seconds, so there was a little bit of padding, but once Valence got that first pick, it completely changed the game, and they got map 1.
Map 1 in the bag for Speed Demons, and there's a pattern here. First map we saw Speed Demons play 6-1. Second map 6-2. Third map 6-3. So, do you want to make the prediction and say Arsenal's going to be 6-4 in favor of Speed Demons, or does it just make too much sense?
It makes sense, but I think that Mutex and Yeezy, they know what to expect out of the Speed Demon squad now, and I feel like they can possibly take it as we go into Gridlock, which will be our map 2. I think we're going to possibly see a final map 3. I think we saw the clutch factor out of Yeezy and Mutex during that map 1. I mean, you can see on the screen right now it ended 6-3, but there were some moments that I was like, hey, wait, yeah, there's some life here. There's that clutch factor there. I want to see more of this. So
yeah.
if they can play more consistent, I think they can steal map 2 and force that map 3, and that's going to make that grand final in August very interesting.
Yeah, and keep in mind, like, while there is that $1,250 on the line today, Lemon Squad is going to be able to gather that intel for that 5K, and they have a lot of experience. Capsidle and Valence have been playing for a while now throughout all of these weeks of tournaments, so they've got 4 qualifiers under their belt where they've performed extremely well. But the Lemon Squad has all that prior experience. They haven't been performing as great, but it's still there to build upon.
And just to clarify, I'm actually incorrect. We're not going to Gridlock. That was for the semifinal. We actually are going into Arsenal, which is a map that we haven't seen for a while.
Yeah.
And I want to say this is Speed Demons. This is one of their weaker maps, at least from the last few weeks that we've seen. So who knows? Anything is possible. We're going to load up into this now. But yeah, I really believe, I mean, my analysis for the Mutex and Yeezy was for Gridlock and having Gridlock in mind, but I want to say that kind of reinforces itself as we look into Arsenal. Once again, another large map for 2v2, so that kind of opens up your routes and where you want to push. So yeah, I want to start out on board with this Lemon Gang squad and see what they do off the break.
Yeah, and something I totally agree. This map, Arsenal, definitely appears to be one of Speed Demon's weaker maps. But I want to go back all the way to the first semifinal on Frequency, where we saw that amazing ICR play out of Capsidle. So I think the big key points to watch in this match are going to be how Capsidle performs and his weapon choice. If he really capitalizes on that ICR play for these long-range battles, that could be something big. But also to focus on Mutex. Has that experience, might be able to answer back on one of Speed Demon's weaker maps. But that's going to be Capsidle with the quick first pick. That Paladin play on Yeezy takes him down, forces Lemon Squad to be in a disadvantageous 2v1 as the Speed Demons are able to collapse onto this A bomb site and hunt Mutex down.
I think one thing to point out is I think we can all agree that Speed Demons, they are the 2v2 gods right now. Oh, and then another snipe from Capsidle. Oh,
where's
man.
your face?
Yeah, so this is what I was trying to get at. So Speed Demons, they're clearly the 2v2 gods right now in Black Ops 4. And a lot of these other players, they're incredible players, but you typically see them in the 5v5 environment, right? And so maybe some of these guys aren't doing their homework. Maybe they weren't expecting Capsidle to do that snipe play, but we've seen that from them time and time again throughout the last few weeks.
Yeah. Capsidle has impressed me all day. I mean, from the ICR play to now the Paladins play,
And he's
I'm
going
on
for it
board with him again. Yeah. Who wouldn't? He got both kills for Speed Demons, and he got him in style. Gets the hit marker. Draws first blood on Mutex, but Mutex now shaking in his boots. Looks like Valence takes a little bit of damage. Is going to be able to back off, though. Capsidle, though, on the flank. Can he take out anyone with that pistol? Valence with the two-piece, though, and another round win for Speed Demons.
Yeah, once again, that's kind of expected out of Valence. This is kind of like a highlight that we would see from week 1, week 2, where we kept talking about how his teammate was the backbone, right? He would set up the plays, and then Valence just not a single scratch on him. Nobody was shooting in his direction. Nobody hit him. And so Capsidle kind of initiated that play, but Valence was able to just completely end it there. And as a teammate, you'll gladly go for that to go up 2-0 in this map too.
Oh, for sure. A great awareness out of Capsidle, knowing that he needed to, at the very least, set Valence up by getting Mutex weak, and he did just that. Doing it, I would say that Capsidle's play right now is doing exactly what he needs to. But it's going to be a strong dual push coming out of Speed Demons here through this B bomb site. Mutex out a little bit alone. Actually, there could be a pinch coming in. Looks like shots coming out of Mutex, but that's going to be Capsidle with that Maddox. Responds, takes him down. Valence with the follow-up, another round win.
Just being absolutely overwhelmed. I wasn't expecting a 3-0 that quick. I mentioned before that this red team, they have the clutch factor. When they're down, they can come back and win the rounds they need to get. But just this blue team, every single round, they're changing it up. They're going to go for the snipe play on A side. Now they're rushing B with Sogs. A lot of these players, they're not expecting that.
Yeah, that could have been the earlier weeks, too, when we did see them fall to New Religion. They kind of had a very similar play style. It was always Capsidle hangs back. Valence then gets set up plays where he can clutch 2v1s, kind of get very aggressive with that SOG and make big plays. But Capsidle now has proven so much flexibility that what do you do as an opposing team? Well, okay, here's something. Yeezy is able to take down Capsidle, so now it's going to be all on Valence against the Lemon Squad. I think Valence does see one long-range challenge with the SOG, gets Mutex very weak, but neither player is going to be falling. So now it's going to be on to Valence to make something happen. Uh-oh, the aggression comes out, does get one, but Yeezy, good follow-up, takes him down. First round loss for Speed Demons in the books.
I'm just blown away by how Valence is just not afraid to take a 2-on-1 fight. Now, ultimately, the red team was able to win that round. He's able to close it out. But yeah, Valence, I mean, typically we see players where they're in a 2-on-1 or even a 1v1 situation, and you just play it slow, wait for the bomb to go down, and then you make your move because you can cut off half the map, right? Like, okay, I know my opponent's on B somewhere, right? But he just didn't care. He's like, I'm just going to fight you guys now while I can see you. Ultimately, didn't work out. We're now 3-1. On board with Valence again, but I'd like to switch back over to the Lemon Gang and see what they can do. Mutex was down to, I think, 6 health there.
Yeah.
Able to get out of there in time to get a heal off.
Yeah, I'm on board with Mutex. I want to see if he can pick things up a little bit. Struggling at the start of the second map, sitting with 1 kills, 4 deaths. But we know his potential. We know that he can answer back. So as he pushes through here, looks like Speed Demons are setting up on A. Does catch some damage from Capsidle. Great flank coming out of Yeezy. And there's the 2 down.
That was so good. And that was such a fantastic play out of this red team. Mutex, even though there were 2 players looking into that doorway, it's really easy to die in that position. But he kept peeking out, getting some damage in for when Yeezy rushed into the fight. He was able to clean up the first kill, then they both pushed and took out Valence. That's what you have to do to take down Speed Demons. You need these coordinated plays. And look at that. Yeah, at the moment Capsidle went down, Mutex jumped out for that challenge on Valence. And even if he died there was going to be that perfect flank from his teammate to quickly end that round. So now we're 3-2. This is incredible.
Yeah, and that's kind of what S&D can do. It can turn around very quick. So with Lemon Squad getting that textbook pinch, they know that they can at least hang with the Speed Demons at this point. So it's going to be up to them to respond. Maybe see if Speed Demons can throw something a little bit different at them. Looks like going to be a bit of a slow play out of the Speed Demons now, slowing down the pace. You'll see on that mini map, it's going to be Yeezy approaching B with the bomb right into enemy territory. Valence with a little bit of COD timing. Both players back off, kind of getting scent of each other and running away, not wanting to lose their lives. So interesting exchange as these teams kind of reposition.
And I think all of this is so calculated. We see Lemon Gang have a fiery, like, incredible round there. And then the next round, Speed Demon's like, okay, well, they have the momentum. Let's just play incredibly slow and try to kill that momentum. So now Yeez is stuck in a 2-on-1, but he's able to get the bomb down. So he might be able to get a pick on a player that's trying to maybe go for a flank here. Let's actually jump on board with Capsidle. He's going to jump up to that platform to get an eye on the bomb site. He's going to give that intel to his teammate Valence, but here we go. Firefight is breaking out. Valence is probably going to push. Oh, actually, okay, Capsidle goes in.
There it is,
so
again.
That's the coordination that you need to have in 2v2s. Typically, you have the guy just rush the bomb, and the other guy rushes for the 1v1. So while you're fighting the guy, that bomb is being defused, and the pressure is on you to get in there, get that kill, or somehow kill the bomb diffuser and die yourself, but you ran out the time, right? So it's just, when you're in that 2-on-1 situation, you know what you have to do, but it's very damn difficult.
And it's even more difficult to get Speed Demons. That's the exact same formation, basically, we saw them run mid-map when we saw Valence able to take 2, where Capsidle rushed in with the pistol, almost identical to that play, got the player very weak so that Valence could just come in for an easy cleanup. And the timing was impeccable, because we've seen that's how Valence gets those 2v1s. Teams cluster up just too much, but Speed Demons has that teamwork and that communication to where they space it out perfectly, and they almost guarantee the kill. So we're sitting at 4-2 now. Again, this is the grand finals here. Speed Demons only 2 rounds away from taking week 4.
Yeez almost died outside of the map. It said return to the battlefield 0.0. He just narrowly made it out. But now we have a 2-on-1 advantage in the favor of Lemon Gang. And it looks like this could be, yep, that's a round win for them. So they're inching their way back into this game.
Yeah, and Lemon Squad is doing much better adapting and just keeping pace with Speed Demons now. It shows to their experience, their sort of veteran type attitude. They've been here before. They know the adjustments they need to make. The big thing about Speed Demons is they get away so quick. They start running away with these rounds that you might be able to make the adjustment, but they just have the numbers in their favor. It becomes a numbers game at that point. They're for sure going to take a couple rounds. So while you might be able to adjust, sometimes they're just so far ahead you can't catch up in time.
All right, so once again, I would like to watch this red team. I'm not sure who. Do you have a preference between Yeez or Mutex?
I'm looking at stat or equipment right now. I think they're both running SOG. So, you know what? Let's stay on board with Mutex. He's kind of a familiar face in the Beyond tournament scene, and all these players are meeting up mid-map. Does get that kill onto Volunteer, does spot Capsidle, snaps right to him, takes him down to half health. So now Mutex maybe feeling himself quite a bit. Great flank out of Yeez, and that's the round.
I want to say that Mutex, I mean, I've seen it several times already, but it seems like he's the master of the peak shot. Just by him, popping out from cover, firing a couple shots, then taking cover, he's basically saying, hey, I'm choosing when I want to fight, right? He's dictating the pace of that. And so his opponent just essentially has to just spray at the pillar. So there's just so many advantages there. Not only does Mutex control the pace, but in a way, the ammo management is really important when you consider even 2v2s or 5v5s. If that player is just spraying at the pillar, waiting for Mutex to come out, the pre-fire, right? He could run out of ammo, and then there's just an easy push to get the kill.
Yeah. And something interesting, too, we're seeing double SOG out of Lemon Squad. That's something we don't see a lot. Looks like Yeez was able to get weak. Capsidle camping with that ICR is going to take down Mutex. Wow. So now man advantage for Speed Demons. And keep in mind, this is tied up at 4-4. So potentially a close series here, but Speed Demons, if they get this round, then they're 1 away. So this is a big round. Yeez has to make something happen here. So I'm hopping on board with him. A little bit of COD timing as he ramps around. Balance does get the explosives down. 40 seconds left. Getting the approach and Capsidle with the pistol, able to take him down before Yeez can get the shot melee.
I don't think I've ever seen a double ICR in our 2v2 tournaments. That was so interesting. It's the team shot at long range, you're instantly dead, but then also this pistol is incredible at close range, especially when you have a team shot going on. So
right.
I was expecting, like a SOG to beat out an ICR at close range, but the Speed Demons just once again playing it perfectly.
And potential with the prediction of this being a 6-4 if Speed Demons are able to clutch this one out. I just need to point that out before things get out of hand.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I want to see around 11, but hey, your prediction might be true.
It's Speed Demons makes it tough. I'm gonna hop on board with Valence though because I think he's the clutch factor. He closes games out, and we haven't seen him with an ICR before. And I want to see this. So Valence has the ICR out. Bomb is around this B bomb site. Quick kill onto Capsidle. Valence has some information though now. Is able to get Yeezy. Very weak. Tries to snap to Mutex.
Man.
Tough position to be in. Tries to juggle targets.
That was so clean.
Oh, yeah.
That was so clean out of this red team, the way that they were kind of juggling the shots between the two of them. And it looked like Valence was trying to get the shot through the bomb site. You can do that from that platform. But then Mutex comes out at the perfect moment here. And yeah, we were talking about ammo management. Valence was spreading his ammo between two targets, and at some point, he's not going to have enough ammo to fight Mutex, and that's when Mutex came out.
All right, guys, so map 2. Rounds are tied up at 5-5. Tournament life on the line here for Lemon Squad. Speed Demons looking to close this one out, but got to give it up. Lemon Squad showing a lot of life. I'm going to hop on board with Mutex because he's just been clutching up when he needs to, showing that experience. Shooting. His peak shot's incredible. He's been able to make plays when he needs to, so I want to watch and see what he does around this B-bomb site.
Ooh, the double stack is a little scary. Whew. Okay, we're down to a 1v1, Yeez versus Valence, and Yeez is actually playing really well right now at 6-5, but Valence all sitting at 5-5. This couldn't get any closer as the bomb goes down on A.
Yeah, this is going to be tough for Yeezy right now. The bomb is down. Valence has options. Not only is he deadly with the gun, but now he's got a potential clock on his side. Yeez might just opt to get a little sneaky here. Go for a quick plant as Valence is looking for him. Or the defuse. The defuse is coming down. Valence has to get here in time.
He's not going to get it.
Oh
my God.
The defuse.
Okay. So that's what I was talking about. That clutch factor. That is such a high-risk maneuver to go for that defuse in that situation, and he was able to get it. Valence got the kill, but just was, like a half second too late?
The
Couldn't
recoil
get
got him.
any closer than that.
Yeah, the recoil got him. The SOG, man, yeah, that was just a tough position to be in. Seconds away, things were looking good for Valence, but a huge play out of Yeezy to get that clutch defuse. I mean, when it's 5-5, it's map 2 tournament life on the line. We're going to a map 3 on frequency. Speed Demons versus Lemon Squad. Now, of course, we saw Speed Demons on frequency versus Sup Nerds earlier in that semifinal, and that was a 6-1. So like we mentioned, Arsenal, probably Speed Demons, one of their weaker maps. Frequency, one of their strongest maps.
Yeah, this is just... I'm still trying to recover from the end of that game.
Yeah.
Wow. So we are now going to map 3, like you said, on frequency. And frequency is one of my favorite maps as well. Fantastic map for 2v2s, and we'll highlight that as we load into it. But man, looking at that grand final come August 10th.
Right.
Do we think this Lemon Gang are they prepared? Do they have a shot?
So here's the thing, and here's my take on it. We know Speed Demons can be so dominant, but we've now seen the crumples in their armor that they are able to be beaten. So we know how good they can be. But now we've seen at least 2 teams that have the potential to threaten their, coast into that grand finals. And they're going to have weeks to practice. Now even Lemon Squad has experience against Speed Demons. So no matter which way this map 3 goes, these 5K grand finals are going to be so hype. And keep in mind, there's still money on the line today. So it's not like this isn't for anything. there's still $1,000 going towards first place. But there's also the mentality that if Lemon Squad can take this here, then yeah, they're in hot contention for that big 5K.
Yeah, this is huge. So here we go, map 3 on frequency. And we saw Speed Demons towards the end of that map too. They were kind of going back to their old ways of just, double SOG, whatever. So I'm curious to see if they're going to get back into their more recent comfort zone where they can freely play any position, any weapon. But here we go, Caps Idol playing incredibly aggressive. He got the first pick, almost the second. Yee's at half health, and Valence is going for the flank.
Yeah, Yee slides right into Valence. Both get down to about half health here. Both able to back off and heal up a little bit. We'll see. Looks like Valence might try to play for the flank. They're both kind of playing for the flank here. Valence, though, is able to spot him on that exchange, gets the couple bullets and the melee for the kill.
So for any Call of Duty expert, if you're into esports, competitive gaming, the whole shot melee thing is second nature, but it is for a casual player kind of difficult to time. If you don't time that melee perfectly, your gun will just continue to shoot, or you just kind of hang out there.
Right.
So it's something that you have to anticipate. It's not just a reactionary, hit whatever button you have for melee. You have to really anticipate that move ahead of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically the idea is you can't be holding the trigger as you're going for that melee. You have to deliberately stop shooting and have like a frame perfect melee. But here we go into this round 2. Valence opting to use the Maddox, which we don't see too often. Lately it's just been SOG and sometimes the ICR. Caps Idol is usually the flex guy that's switching to snipe and ICR and Maddox, but he's using the SOG this round. I'm blown away by how aggressive Caps Idol is. Just checking corners. He's sprinting, sliding around. Nice team shot to take out Mutex, though.
Yeah, so Caps Idol with the SOG. Yeah, we're seeing a bit of a role reversal. Maybe just want to make sure they have some flexibility even going into the big 5K Grand Final in August. So Caps Idol with the SOG. Going to be Valence with the Maddox here. And Bomb going to be going down for Yeez at A. Meanwhile, both of Speed Demons are over at B. So that's going to be an easy plant for Yeezy there.
This is the best option for Yeez. He's got 40 seconds to work with here. If he can maybe stay alive and then kill a player that's going for the defuse, he could possibly work the clock and get the round that way. There is a chance that he can kill both players and end it right there. Spots Caps Idol, possibly. Both players coming out, and that was a fantastic push out of Speed Demons, coming out at the same time and just both shooting in that direction. That was incredible.
Yeah, so nice round win there for the Speed Demon Squad. Up, of course, 2-0 now. But the thing to keep in mind is that Lemon Squad has shown that sign of life that they can take rounds off of Speed Demons, just like in Map 2 on Arsenal. So even though the 2 rounds, like we saw that on Arsenal, right? We saw them going up quickly. It seemed like they had that big advantage. It seemed like they were going to close it out on Map 2, but Lemon Squad was able to battle back. So now there's that little bit of a doubt in our minds, maybe in the viewers' minds at home, that Speed Demons is going to close it out so quickly. Hopping on board with Valence off the start here, because it seems like while he's at 2-0, he hasn't been maybe as aggressive, maybe struggling a little bit. This is a spot that he likes to go, though, and just try to gather intel. Caps Idol, of course, hanging back with that bomb, does have the Maddox out, tries to bait these players. Valence, though, getting taken down by Mutex. That is huge. Caps Idol able to back off, tries to pick his angles here, was able to heal up. But, of course, Lemon Squad now can go on the flank knowing that Caps Idol has no backup. And he's kind of trapped right now.
Wow, he had
that's
no
gonna be Mutex,
idea.
taking him down. Kind of stuck in that position. Where do you really go?
Yeah, I mean, once again, from our point of view, we get a lot more information, but Caps Idol had no idea that the other team was going for this flank. And just look at that, easy kill on that best play of the round. But yeah, like Caps Idol had an opportunity there to rush forward, but there's obviously that hesitation of, oh, is there still a guy in that room? Is there still a guy around the corner? You never know, and so that was a great heads-up play out of Lemon Gang, and that's, once again, that clutch factor that we were talking about, knowing exactly what to do in that situation, and that gamble worked out for them.
Yeah, when you're stuck around that A-bomb site, especially, there's like 4 different angles you can get hit from, and Yeez and Mutex didn't opt to split up. But that just kind of like broke Capsidle's brain. Like he didn't know where to look, so he kind of was just a sitting duck in that aspect. Now here's something that we have seen out of Valance and Capsidle before. This slow play on the mid-map. They just camp low, wait for intel, maybe get some unassuming member of the Lemon Squad to walk by, and get absolutely shredded. So here we see damage coming out, going to be Capsidle with that Sog taking down Mutex. Yeez is able to take down Capsidle, though, and escape with his life. So Valance on the hunt. Can he get it? Yeez, though, answers back with that shot melee.
Looks like Valance wasn't able to connect with a shot before that melee, but we've seen that strategy at the bottom of both ladders, I think, every single week, and that was probably the first time we saw Speed Demons get a kill out of it. Man, I loved the movement I used there. Just got a kill and immediately jumped and clambered out of there. Very smooth, and then he's able to slide over there and get that kill. And yeah, like I said, it looked like Valance wasn't able to get a shot off before that melee. But yeah, that's the one thing about Call of Duty and how there's so many different rounds in every single game. So with Speed Demons doing that strategy at the bottom of the ladder, they do that all the time, but you never know when they're going to do it, right? So you can prepare for that. Oh, and Mutex coming out the sniper rifle.
Wow.
I think that's the first time we've seen it on broadcast from him. It's been a long time since Mutex has done that.
Speed Demons forgot the bomb again. Capsidle has to backtrack to pick up the bomb. They opted for that breakout. Got picked from Mutex, and now Capsidle has to work a miracle here. Of course, he's got the angle. We've seen him do things like that before, but not too much damage coming down range. Going to take Capsidle out easy there. And I think for the first time, besides map 2, where Lemon Squad clutched it out, we see Lemon Squad with the round lead.
Just great shot. I mean, obviously that was playing in slow motion for the best play, but Mutex, he must have been practicing that quite a bit because he knew exactly when to jump, exactly where to look to get that perfect shot to the other side of the map and get that quick kill. And that's a very popular strategy in 2v2s.
He's gotten it out again. Mutex has got the sniper again.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Okay, he did switch back, but yeah, when that works, you have that 2-on-1 instantly. But if you wait too long, if you fire a shot, then you're stuck with that sniper rifle for the rest of the game. So you have to make sure you get that kill. It's high risk, high reward. And so he's just now picking up the bomb. I'm going to jump on board with him. Rocking the SOG right now. Let's see what site they go for. Looks like they're going to be going for B.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to flank around that way. And that's something interesting that we... Okay, so that's a strategy that we haven't seen. At first, when I saw Speed Demons kind of leave that bomb back in the base, we were like, oh, that must be an accident. Whoops, communication error. But Yeez turns 2 on Valance and Capsidle there very easily. But just back on that strategy, that's just me a meta evolving. Maybe a strategy we haven't seen before because multiple teams doing it now. Maybe just ops... the bomb doesn't get too out of place and that you don't risk the player kind of getting flanked and the enemy knowing the position of that bomb.
That was a fantastic play out of Yeez on that best play. And Frank, I might need to point this out. It's currently 4-2 in favor of Lemon Gang.
Yeah.
By the way, this is the grand final, the final map of this tournament. And Lemon Gang, through the rules and how that grand final on August 10th works out, they're already in that grand final, and this might be a sneak preview of what's going to happen. But with that said, Speed Demons just quickly answered back with a round win in like what? That was like 12, 15 seconds or something.
Yeah, I don't think they're content with what's happening right now. I think Speed Demons want to make that statement. They want to maintain their dominance. I think they're waking up a little bit here. Going down 2 rounds, 4-2 against Lemon Squad, hopefully lit a little bit of a fire under them, and they can go back to the style we've seen them play so consistently. Because they're playing lax, right? They weren't playing exciting. I think once they start playing exciting, they're able to carry that momentum, but Lemon Squad has been doing a great job. Both Lemon Squad going down low, flanking around towards that B site. I think Capsidle and Valance, though, are aware of this. They're trying to hunt them down. They did a little bit of a fake, though, there. Didn't go for the B plant, wrapping all the way back around towards A. And Valance and Capsidle maybe getting a little bit predictable here in their movement. I'm on board with Capsidle, and he was able to see Yeez here. He's going to catch him off guard. Easy kill for Capsidle. Now the 2v1. Mutex has to make something happen. He's wrapping all the way around, but Capsidle again, can he do it? No. Got one. Valance comes in, though, is able to secure that kill. And the rounds are tied up at 4-4 again.
Balance is just so deadly at close range. When he has that SOG, you can't get in his face. Just look at this. Perfect timing. Lands that one shot, actually lands two. It gets the melee in. I believe we're now tied 4-4.
Correct. All tied up. Final map. Grand finals of the KontrolFreek 2v2 showdown. Of course, $1,000 going towards first place here. So both teams trying their heart out. Finally, Speed Demons waking up a little bit. Going to be an aggressive push here towards the middle of that map. Yeez and Mutex hanging around B. We'll see if they can catch one of these players out. Valence is playing very aggressive here, very fast, checking all these corners. Does spot Mutex, takes him down. One player left for Lemon Squad. Valence gets out with his life, able to heal up. Capsidle's got the bead on him, though. Takes a little bit of damage. Capsidle going to get a little bit aggressive, try to push towards Yeez as Valence looks across this B bomb site. Good regroup out of Speed Demons there. Both players around B now. Gonna force Yeez to make something happen. I think Valence did spot him.
This round is so important because whoever wins this will go up to match point or series point rather. So Yeez needs
Grand finals point.
Yeah. So Yeez needs to go clutch here, and oh man, shot in the back while he was trying to get away. So backs against the wall. Are we gonna see another round 11?
Man, that would be intense. I would love to see that happen, but it seems that the Speed Demons have finally woken up from their slumber just a little bit. That communication was on point. Bouncing back and forth from each position, Capsidle and Valence just made Yeezy make an error, and then one was there for the follow-up. We saw that from them earlier in the rounds. They slowed down a little bit, but they're able to clutch it up here now. I'm going to hop on board with Mutex, however. He has the bomb. He has the experience. He needs to make this play. He needs to make something happen.
I'm not sure if he was able to get the switch. One of the players from Speed Demons has a sniper. I think that's Capsidle, and I think he's stuck with it. He is. So this is going to be a tough round for Speed Demons. He was not able to get that kill. And I mentioned that was high risk, high reward. So we might see a round 11 here unless Valence can once again clutch up a 2v1.
Yeah. Big opportunity for Valence to blow our minds here. The 2v1 in the basement. I think he heard some footsteps. He tries to get the positioning, wraps around mid. Two players up. Does spot Yeez. Can he get the kill? He's going to have to snap on two. Flanks all the way around him. Gets a kill on one, but that's going to be Mutex with the follow-up.
Okay, so this is a round 11. Oh, another one. So the last round 11, we saw Lemon Gang run away with it. Yeah. This is huge. Map 3 in the Grand Finals. This may be a preview of the Grand Final on August 10th for the KontrolFreek Showdown. And we were saying it early on, can this Lemon Gang squad bring it to the Speed Demon squad? And that seems to be true.
Does the Lemon Squad have the juice? That's the question we're going to be answering here right now. Final map, round 11, $1,000 on the line. I'm going on board with Valence because if somebody's going to clutch up, it's going to be him. Of course, Yeez has the bomb right now for Lemon Squad. Valence and Capsidle back off. They're camping spawn. They're so close and they don't even know it. That's blood drawn onto Valence. He's weak, has to back off and heal. Now the Lemon Squad knows their positioning, so they're going to go reposition now.
Looks like they're rushing B. Who's getting that bomb plant down? That's Yeez. Yeah, that's going to be a bomb down, so advantage goes to Lemon Gang. We're seeing a double stack from Blue rushing over to the bomb now.
Both meeting in the middle. Daddy Mutex taking damage. Has to back off, get shots on Capsidle. Valence goes down. Yeez takes out Valence. Yeez takes down Capsidle for 2. That's it. That's it. Lemon Squad wins.
That was so clutch out of Yeez. We saw a little bit of friendly fire coming in from Speed Demons, and once you're in that position, do you continue the fight? Do you go for the heal? And there wasn't enough time to think. Yeez gets right in there with the flank as Speed Demons are rushing down Mutex, and they get that clutch win. Incredible stuff.
Insane stuff. I mean, Speed Demons looked so dominant in the first semifinal. Just to review the map count. First semifinal, they went up against Sup Nerds. They took Frequency 6-1. Map 2, they took Gridlock 6-2. But in the grand finals, the Speed Demons met up with Lemon Squad, and there must be a sour taste in Speed Demons' mouth now. Lemon Squad claws back
2 round 11s. Speed Demon took map 1 on payload, but Arsenal and Frequency both map counts 5 to 6 for Lemon Squad. They're walking away with a seat in the KontrolFreek 5K and $1,000 in their pockets today. That is insane.
Yeah, this is looking really interesting for that grand final that we were talking about. So Speed Demons, they can lose. I believe they won the first 2 qualifiers. So they were able to qualify through the first week, and then the second week that was passed down to the next eligible squad. But Speed Demons, they've just been a constant threat for the last several weeks, and we weren't really expecting Lemon Gang to take it here, but they did. But it was really close. So when we're looking forward to August 10th, I want to see these 2 teams duke it out again and see which team can take that lion's share of the cash.
Yeah, it's quite literally anybody's game, and that's what you love to see. Some good old-fashioned, chomping at the bit Call of Duty Search and Destroy. Literally can't get closer than 2 round 11s in the grand finals. Love what I saw out of Yeezy and Mutex. Love it. There's been, rumors, whispers, talk here and there. Does Mutex still have it? We talked about it in the past, how he was so dominant early on. Now he comes out against undoubtedly the most dominant squad we've seen in the KontrolFreek 2v2 showdown, the Speed Demons. Valance and Capsidal, we've been talking about them since week 1. But there are so many great contenders right now going up for this 5K grand finals in August. That's August 10th. Mark your calendars. You're not going to want to miss it.
Yeah,
But
so
I think
this
that's
is
going to...
we have a graphic on screen right now. You might have to go to Twitter to have a full confirmation of our final 4 teams, but I believe this is correct. We have Speed Demons from the qualifier number 1. Speed Demons won qualifier number 2, but then that went down to New Religion, I believe. Then we have the Canadian duo, and now the final spot taken by Lemon Gang, who was able to take down Speed Demons. But once again, that was so close. So be sure to follow us at Team Beyond Net on Twitter and tune in on August 10th to watch this $5,000 grand final go down. This is an invite-only tournament with these 4 final teams. So it's going to be the best of the best in 2v2 fighting for that $5,000. You don't want to miss it.
Absolutely, Jared. Perfectly said. So I think that's going to do it from us today, guys. We'll see you on August 10th. Peace.